Welcome back to my channel for another episode. And if this is your first time, I'm a Mr. STEM and my channel focuses on everything related to STEM education, and you know what to do. Microsoft is probably most popular word processing software and is not exception for scientists and engineers. Microsoft Word is a very powerful tool to write technical reports, papers, and proposals, etc. And many of you have already experienced how to use it for your documents. However, I'm very excited to share my experience that might be helpful to move up to the next level word processing skills. I carefully selected 5 most useful tips for technical writings. Hope these tips are useful for your productive writings. There is no particular order or priority on the list, and if you have some comments, suggestions, and thoughts, please feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Here are the timestamps for each topic, and you can directly jump in the topic that you want to watch. Without further ado, let's dive in. Technical writing and editing need cross-reference for figures, equations, and tables and references. Also, you need to remind yourself for contents themselves to describe, explain, and discuss. Typically, such information is sitting in the different pages from your current writing position, so you need to go back and forth between 2 different locations. If those sit far from each other, perhaps you write something in the very first page, but you need to see the information given in the page number 100 or so. You need to scroll it up and down 100 pages, which is very time consuming. One way to simultaneously see the information in the same window is to split the window. You can access to the different pages at the same time and see the information while you write. You can go to View and Split Window, and you can see 2 internal windows for the same document. Typically, you can see figures, equations, and tables and references in one window, while you write text in the other window. Once you're done, you can combine 2 windows into one by going to View and remove Split. Now you can go back to the normal window layout. In some writings, you need to add the Greek mathematical symbol within the text. For example, you need to use mu for micron and theta for angle in the text. Typically, you may go to Insert and Symbol or Equation Editor. However, there are a few problems. When you convert the document into PDF, the Greek symbol can be broken or your line spacing is messed up, so you need to some additional touch. To avoid the problems, you can use the following tip. First, you can type English alphabet for a Greek symbol. For example, I type English alphabet M, and you can change the font to Greek symbol. This Greek symbol is a part of the text, so you don't have such a problems. Now you can check the full list of the Greek symbols by typing English alphabet. Now I'm typing lowercase abcd and uppercase abcd. When you write the technical document, plot, schematic drawing, images, etc. are essential part. Microsoft Word handles this as an image, and it needs extra attention to make your document nice. If the image spans the entire width of the document, it nicely fits into the document. However, if the image width is smaller than the document width, it ends up with being ugly by having blank space. More importantly, if your document needs to fit into a page limit, you may want to remove the empty space. Also, the alignment of the image within the document is a bit challenging if you do not handle this image carefully. Here is my tip to share to minimize the frustration on the image handling. The key is to insert your image within the table, and your image can be considered as a big text. Here is the image that I would like to work with. The image can be your plot, schematic drawing, and pictures, or something that you need to include as an image. The first step is to insert simple one-by-one table. Now move your mouse cursor in the table and then you can insert the image. So you may want to resize the table. So if you want to hide the table borderline, you can make it transparent. Is a right click, then go to borders, and then you can hit no borders. So you can see dotted line, but basically this is the hidden lines. So when you print or convert into different types of the file formats, such as a PDF, you cannot see it. In order to align them with the text, what you can do, click right and go to Table Property. Under the Table tab, you can select Text Wrapping. So in this case, I'm going to align them toward the right of the text. So once you're done, you can click the small icon left upper corner and then move it around. So you can just drag and drop the where you want it to be. So then you can remove your empty space. Next, you can add the figure caption by right-click and insert figure caption. For example, I type, please subscribe and hit OK. Now you can see the figure caption. To change the font type and size, I recommend you to change it through the style, and since you can easily keep the same font type and font size of the figure caption throughout the document if you need to work with the multiple figure captions. So you can go to the Home tab and find figure caption. In this case, I use a caption multiple lines. Then if you want to change your font style and font type, you can right click and hit modify, change the font type, and you can also change the font size. So later on, you can keep using the same style for the figure caption. So once you're done with inserting the image, you may want to cite the main text. To cite the figure, you can go to Insert, Cross References, select the figure, and choose a figure that you want to cite. So in this case, we have different options. So you want to include the entire caption, or only label and number, only caption text, page number, and above and below. When you select the entire caption, this will bring figure number followed by figure caption. If you want to select only label and number, you have only label and number. The last tip in the image handle is update your number in main text. Typically, when you insert a new figure before the existing figure, you need to renumber the existing numbers. For example, when you copy existing figure and paste it before the existing one, it stays with the old numbers. To update this, click the number that you want to update and click right and hit Update Field. Or you can use the function key 9. So if you want to update them all at once, selecting the entire document and click right, update all the figure numbers. This also works for update all figures, table, and equation numbers. If you need to add math equation to your document, you may need to use equation editor. The equation editor can be found, insert an equation. For example, I already added a simple equation here. Typically, equation should be placed in the center of the line, and equation number is given in the right side of the line. This typically requires on-line right and adding the space to keep your equation center, which may need some efforts. To handle this more efficiently, you can insert 1x3 table and make the table borderline hidden. Now, you can adjust the width of each column by clicking Table Property, then go to Column tab. You can use a number for the percentage of each column compared to entire span. In this case, I use 5 for the first column. For next one is a 90. The last one, I use 5 again to make it 100%. The first column is for the space holder to align the equation center. The second column will be for equation, and the last one should be the use for the equation number. Now I will cut and paste the equation in the second column and the equation number in the third column. So if you want to align center vertically, you can go to Layout or hit Align Center for horizontal and vertical, and you can hit Center for vertical and Align right for horizontal. Lastly, you can make the borderline hidden by clicking No Borders. Typically, when you start with a new chapter or section, you need to begin the text from the new blank page, even if you do not finish your page in the previous page. So in this case, I wanted to start my reference section in the new page. What you have been doing is keep adding the enter until you see the next page. Instead, what you can do, you can go to the end of the previous text and hit Ctrl and enter, then you can see the new page immediately. Now you can start a new section in the new page. So nice thing about this approach, if you want to move to the previous page so that you can quickly access to the previous text. Thanks for watching this video until the end, and hope these tips and tricks are useful for you to move up to the next level of the word processing. Please consider to subscribe this channel and hit the notification bell not to miss similar future videos. I will see you in the next video.